Well, hello, it's me again, and today I was going to talk about journeys. Uh, your journey with Christ during Lent. And so far, we're in the fourth week, and at Mass today's Sunday, and at Mass, Father talked about the prodigal son. We all have a prodigal child in our family who goes away thinking that things are better on the other side, and then they come back home. And there's always some members who say, well, they did this and they did this. Wow, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. Well, that's not the point. The point is they came home where they know they could be loved and protected and helped. And that is what it's like when we leave our faith, abandon our faith, and then we come back to our faith. And Jesus is overjoyed. I remember growing up, and the nuns and the priests, they would tell us that there's more joy over one sinner repenting and coming back than there are 100 righteous people. They rejoice more for the one that came back. And it's the same parable in the Bible where the shepherd has all his sheep together, but he noticed he's missing one. And he goes out and he searches for that one and bring him back to the fold. That is the journey with Christ. You can go off the deep end sometime, but you're always welcome back, and there's always rejoicing that you have come back home. Now, the other journey I wanted to mention is my personal journey trying to do this YouTube channel. And that is my journey with YouTube. So far, it's been pretty good. I didn't expect a lot, and I only expected for some people to catch on and watch my video, which reminds me, don't forget to like and subscribe if you see this video. And so I'm learning how to do things. Some things I haven't mastered yet, but I'm learning what I should say, what I shouldn't say, and how to present what I want to say. And this is all new. My first time ever doing this. I've always been an outspoken person. I've never not voiced how I felt about anything. When asked, I don't volunteer. If I'm in a discussion and someone says, "What do you think?" and you hear the phrase, "read the room." Well, I do. When they ask me my opinion on something, and I know the room is not going to like what I say, so I always preference this by what? If y'all really want me to give you my opinion, I will, but you might not like what I'm going to say. So I try to not offend anybody. But I think it was Thomas Paine that said, if you are afraid to offend, you cannot tell the truth or be honest, because you don't want to offend the person next to you. So a lot of times that's how I feel. I feel it's best for me to say nothing, because if I speak the truth, I will offend. And so that's been a big problem for me. So on my journey, not only with Christ, but on this YouTube channel, I have to be careful of the words I use. So if you will indulge me and listen to what I have to say, I will be talking about today. I would like to give my opinion about what's going on with Pete Hegseth, how everybody wants him to resign because of this Signal chat thing. Personally, I didn't see anything that would cause any soldier or anybody to get hurt. And the way they explained it to me, the whatever thing they were talking about, the strike or whatever, that happened without incident. I mean, no one of us were harmed by what was said. But I think it's just the Democrats, they don't have anything else to try to stop Trump. Well, the good thing is Trump got two wins in the courts. One, that he can dismantle and just dissolve USAID, and he doesn't have to hire anybody back. So, and I listened to, I don't know if you guys did, maybe you should. It was Brett Baer, on Fox News that had all the people that's working on Doge, that's working with Elon to go through the different agencies. The one that struck me, well, it was two that struck me the most. And that was the guy who, and I don't remember his name, but he was living in Houston, I think, or someplace in Texas. And he said he was running 5 businesses. And they were asked if he would come and help them out. And he said he talked to his wife and she said, go for it. If that's what you want to do. And he said he feel like he's giving back to his country. And some of the stuff these guys are doing. Now this guy, the one who gave up those 5 businesses, he's looking into all the contracts. And he showed up one single sheet of paper where we paid almost $1 trillion or $1 billion for somebody to do a 1-page survey with 10 questions on it. He said a high school kid could have done that. And then the other one, which I heard in the beginning when Elon first started, but this guy came in specifically to look at the payments. According to him, we have one bank account that all payments go out from our government. They go, and we got 500 and something agencies that these payments go to for them to disperse. So what happens is these agencies would present an invoice and say, this is how much money we need. And you couldn't ask them what it was for, or who are you paying? Why do you need this much money? There was no accountability. But President Trump did an executive order and said that no money is to go out unless we know exactly where it's going. They said we have over $500 billion of fraud going out. So anybody, I could have went up and said, I'm with this agency and I need $5 million. They would just give me $5 million. I didn't have to prove who gave it, who said I could have it, or where I could send it, or where I was spending it. They just had to give it to me. And then there's the other one, there's another one, the little guy that's working with Social Security. And the fraud exists there because you can't call the Social Security company and tell them, hey, listen, I want to change my direct deposit. Well, the fraudsters give a bank account that's not yours. And he said over 40% of the calls that goes into Social Security are fraudulent. So you see, we have a lot of problems in our government. And people are not realizing. The Democrats go out there and say they're cutting Social Security, they're cutting Medicare, they're cutting Medicaid. They're not doing that. They're not cutting anything. The amount of money that is needed to take care of these agencies is there. But what they're trying to do is cut out the fraud. It's the same thing with school, the Department of Education. Oh, our children are not going to get this. They're cutting this. They're not cutting anything. My granddaughter-in-law works for the school. And my grandson said she was worried that she was going to lose her job because she's listening to all the noise about cutting this cutting out programs and stuff. They're not doing that. What the money is still the amount of money. If they were getting $800 million, they're going to still get the $800 million. The difference is they're going to know where that $800 is going. Before, you could say, well, we need more money. And they would give them more money. But they still didn't tell them where that $800 million went. So now, every agency, when they present a payment, an invoice for payment, they have to have a code, have to know what department it's going to, why it's going there, and the person on the other end has to say what they're going to be doing with that money. See, before we didn't have that. And it is just mind-boggling that. And then I saw something else, which is a little bit off of what I'm talking about a little bit, is that they had $42 million. You remember? I don't know if you guys remember this, but they always, I think it was when Clinton was running, and they said that they had to raise our taxes on our internet and cable and stuff so that they could make money, get the money to expand internet in the rural area, farms, wherever. And they spent $42 million, and not one person got internet or broadband, as they call it. So you see, they're tearing down Elon Musk. They're burning those places. They're doing everything they can to stop him from doing what's best for the country. So I want you to think about it. I want you to do your own research. And I want you to spread this video if you get some value from it. And let other people know that they're going to continue to get the benefits that they were getting before. What they're doing is getting out the fraudsters. Because I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but there are some people that are illegal receiving Social Security money and disability. And some of them are lifetime disability. So there's a lot more I can say about this, but I don't want to go too long. And I just want you guys to be happy, to love God, stay close to your family, get back to your church if you left, and keep a good faith about our country. Pray for our country and our elected officials. And pray for them that are not doing right by us to do right by us. Because prayer is the only thing, and God is the only one, and his son Jesus, that can save our country. So we must always thank God for everything. And I'm blessed that you guys are listening. And again, please like and subscribe so my video can get out to more people. I'm learning how this algorithm works. And so one of the things is to ask you to pass it on, share it on any platform you can, and I'll see you the next time. In the meantime, continue on your journey with Jesus, and always love your neighbor. And that's us, each other. We love each other and our friends and all Americans. Even those the ones that are burning down buildings, we still must love them and pray for them, because God is love. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.